Now it looks like it's a different day. Same glasses, though, for some weird reason. That sounds like that Paul Rubens movie.
Definitely near his seat.
Tequila.
Ooh. That's tasty.
Dude. Do you know what Rogue Rewilders are?
No.
I was down in some weird stuff this week, right?
Okay.
There's people out there that just grab animals and reintroduce them into the different parts of the world.
Meaning,
Like
they'll grab your dog?
No. Like they'll take like a beaver from one end of Scotland and then they'll dump it in a different end where there's not supposed to be beavers. And they do it all the time. I never knew such a thing happened.
On purpose?
Yeah. They're called rogue rewilders. I can't even say the thing.
So
They're all over the world.
Are they disillusioned environmentalist people?
I don't know if they're disillusioned.
Like
but
they think they know what they're doing, but they really don't?
yeah, part of that.
Or are they people trying just to fuck up the balance of nature?
No, they think that it's fine. They think that...
Because as long as animals are everywhere, everything's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're going to live. You're going to be fine. It was good because I was on that Tourons thing. It's the best.
Tourons?
Tourist morons.
Okay.
And like maniacs that are getting out of their car within a foot of a bison.
Right. I remember talking about that a little bit.
It's even worse. Like kids with no, like letting your 8-year-old go climb this close to a waterfall with no shoes on in restricted areas.
Sure.
Going out to hot springs.
Yeah, enjoy it. It's good for everybody.
Somebody's going to get killed. And they probably should. But it's a whole environment, or whatever you want to call it, a whole enveloping thing of idiots. Like, what is the purpose of taking a beaver, transporting him across town, and dropping him off?
I don't know. Wasn't he happy where he was?
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, he had a home.
Friends.
You kidnapped him, basically.
Pretty much.
Beaver napped.
Yeah, for his own good.
Yeah.
Or for your own pleasure, whatever.
I mean, you're just tucking wildlife under your arm and running.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
40-yard dash to the end zone.
Just pick it up. Just don't worry, buddy. Rehoming you in a different forest. Like, with no regard of, like...
I want to know how they captured the beaver. Like, they toss it in a bag? Do you grab that
They
thing?
must have some kind of trap. Like...
So you're literally trapping something that you think you're saving.
Right.
It's so crazy.
It's not like you're going to go...
Right.
Come on.
Here, boy.
Let's take a ride.
Yeah.
I mean, squirrel, like, anything. But it doesn't make any sense. Like, if they're supposed to be there, they'd be there.
Right.
I mean,
So where they were originally wasn't an endangered place, like there was some sort of nuclear meltdown and the water was polluted or some shit.
No, they're just moving them around. And they think that's okay.
Like chess pieces.
Yeah. I mean, they're not moving anything big. It's not like they're going to go grab a grizzly, drag them across state lines.
But they probably would try.
I hope.
I might have to watch Grizzly Man again.
Poor bastard.
Poor or lucky. He got to spend years of his life doing what he really wanted to do.
Kind of
until it was over.
Till that last minute he realized they don't like you.
Until he realized he was a Slim Jim.
Until they just realized this bear doesn't know who I am.
Tastes like chicken. Yeah.
What's wrong with you, Bob? What are you doing? I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
No. People are so stupid. I mean, it's interesting. That's an interesting point, though. Did he go out happy? Like, even as you're getting thrashed around, probably getting chunks taken out of you by this grizzly bear.
You think he's like so wacky that he's like, this is the cycle of life. This is the way it's supposed to be. He's like, oh, there goes my spleen.
Yeah. I'm going out doing what I loved.
Oh, shit.
Hanging out with them.
I'm cut off at the knee.
Not only am I next to bears, I'm in them.
Yeah, there you go.
And in 12 hours, I'm going to be out of them.
They're not going to be fertilizer for the wild berries.
For the next set of bears.
Yeah.
You never know. Because people are fucking wacky. But I mean, it's a bear. I, I don't understand why people think it's okay.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
I mean, but is there another grizzly man that we just don't know about take his place?
There's got to be.
You think so?
Well, we did the tiger guy, right?
There's got to be another tiger.
We had that.
But it seems like we're wrapping them up. Like, we had one in Jersey. Some lady had like 13 tigers.
Okay.
And I think somebody got hurt on her property.
Okay.
And they got that moron.
Surprise, surprise. I mean,
Yeah.
tigers.
Tiger guy down there for the show, and I think the people that were around him also.
I never watched that whole show.
No?
No.
I mean, you didn't miss much. Interesting.
I know everybody's like, "Oh, it's so great, so great." I'm like, it sounds like ambulance chasing to me.
It sounds like Florida that wasn't in Florida.
Right. Like you're just watching a bunch of hoo-haws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they get this strange idea. Like it's like I'm a dentist all of a sudden. With no training.
Okay.
I'm a dentist.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm a tiger savior or whatever. I'm going to open a tiger sanctuary. It doesn't feel like any part of that makes sense.
No.
And then they tried to create that dramatic thing about the lady who had her tigers and that she maybe murdered her husband.
Right.
That was part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Fed him to the tigers because they never found him. I mean, the other guy's in jail. I think for life.
Which guy? The main guy?
The main guy.
Yeah.
He's in jail, yeah.
For what?
I think conspiracy to commit murder or something. Because he tried to put a hit out on her.
Oh, right. They had a serious beef, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because, I guess you got to figure the tiger community's small. It's got to be smaller than the furry community.
Let me ask you something. Is everybody that works for this guy basically a crackhead?
Most were.
Or recovered crackhead?
No, I think they were functioning crackheads.
Functioning crackhead. Okay. All
And
right.
I think there was a few.
Or wayward souls ran away from home, or there was some kind of issue, right?
Like circus freaks, kind of, right?
Right. It wasn't like somebody who had become a zoologist
Right.
and decided to go work there.
No. But I think some people thought.
And he was banging a bunch of dudes, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think some of the people that worked there thought it was something that would make a difference. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Okay.
I mean, like, they're trying to think it's like, I don't know if they're thinking it's anti-establishment zoo. Like, we got zoos. This isn't a zoo, but still tigers in cages. It's like you can let them roam free.
Okay. All
So
right.
I think they got disillusioned once
So they don't like the thought of a
corporate zoo.
Zuzu.
Right.
That whacked you out a little bit,
Yeah,
didn't
it's
it? Nobody else could see that, but we
Yeah.
can.
That was weird. Yeah, it's like it's a zoo, but it's not a zoo. It's still
So,
animals in cages
right.
that could eat you. And I think one person lost their arm. Like she got pulled into the cage by the tiger.
Did they have that on film?
Yeah, most of it. I think I don't know if they have her being. I know they have her being rescued, and I think she went back to work.
I gotta look for that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a. I think it was right time, right place because it was.
Like, I hate gruesome shit, but I love it at the same time.
Yeah, like everything that's going on in Israel, you can't look at it.
No, I don't.
Human suffering, it's hard to watch.
Yeah, but when it's like idiots that stick their arm in a gorilla cage or something and the gorilla latches onto it and
Yeah.
it tries to pull them through the bars,
Yeah,
something like that, I'm like, like
yeah.
I start to sweat, right? Because I'm like, that thing's coming off.
Yeah, because it looks like
Yeah.
by the grace of God or something that gorilla lets go.
Yeah, you can't wrench that out of the gorilla's hands.
Yeah.
They're so strong. Dude, their shoulders are like the size of your entire body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is figure out how to twist.
That's it, and it's popping right
Like,
off.
you know, when you break a piece of stick and you got to twist it like that to get it
Yeah.
apart, and that's all he's got
Yeah.
to do.
Even the leg and the thigh.
Yeah.
You just twist it enough,
Once he finds that this loosens up,
it's over.
Yeah, human suffering like that, stupidity, it's easier to watch, sure.
Yeah.
Murder, it's not so good to watch.
Yeah.
Or like idiots who wreck their cars, like road rage
Mm-hmm.
idiots. They're easy to watch.
I love when they start smashing each other's cars and it becomes bumper cars, demolition derby.
Oh my God, it's insane.
That's the best. It's
Like-
the best.
You know me.
Uh,
I mean, we won the lottery of being able to survive. I don't know why the fuck we're doing so many stupid things.
I don't know.
People.
People,
Imagine we had, like, do you remember going to...
you gonna win the lottery? Or are we gonna win this lottery or what?
I hope so.
Your lady better pick the magic ticket.
Well,
Getting pissed.
yeah, I mean,
It's like 1.7 billion. I want a piece.
I want a taste of that.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to wrap it
Even a
up.
small small.
I just want to... Well, my neighbors, in the middle of the night, just put plywood on all the windows. Like, where'd they go? I just board up the house.
If you won that, you'd have to move. We've talked about this, right?
You have to move.
You have to move. You can't stay there.
No. Not unless you build a wall, like, around the whole place.
Yeah, I love how they say Warren Buffett still lives in the same house. Does he have like a gigantic wall with machine gunners everywhere?
He's got a couple security guards.
Probably, right?
Right.
He's got some black ops people. Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
If Oprah could get a fire department to hose her house down during that Maui fire,
Yeah.
yeah, he's got somebody. There's enough ex-military out there that they can hire. Would you have to, as a billionaire, all of a sudden,
Would you have to?
have your own security now? Would you worry about getting kidnapped or something? Because you can only be in...
I don't worry about getting kidnapped. Maybe I'd worry about my kids getting kidnapped.
Right.
But me personally, I'd be more worried that somebody would try to mess with me and I'd shoot them dead.
Right.
And I'd rather avoid that.
Exactly.
I'd rather pay somebody else to beat them down.
Sure. Take
And
care
I'll,
of the business.
yeah, I'll pay for their lawyer bills rather than
Now,
me going away forever.
would you take care of your ex?
No,
Because she's
no,
got the kids.
no, this is being recorded. Can't do that. No, I would never want my kids to be without their mom. That's crazy.
Right.
That's
I mean,
stupid.
so you-
The whole thing is dumb to begin with.
Sure.
The whole using the kids as a pawn and all that
Yeah.
shit. It's terrible. It's terrible for the kids. If you do that, you really don't care about your kids. You're only thinking about yourself.
Yep. Nice.
Thanks. I've got class.
So you'd have to set up a trust of some sort,
Mm-hmm.
taken care of,
Right.
indirectly take care of your ex.
No. How so? Oh, you mean, but if you were gonna set it up,
Right.
well, yeah, you have to like take care. Yeah, you gotta be
Well-
3 steps ahead.
Mommy needs some tires. He took some of that money down and gave me some tires.
Yeah, exactly. What was that thing on Breaking Bad? Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too bad she doesn't smoke cigarettes.
Or I'm sure it could be done other ways.
I guess.
Like on TV, it could be
Just
done a
gonna-
million ways.
Right. Could go back to some old school poisoning from like the 17th century.
That thing like they did to the Russians, did it to that ambassador. Remember they got him with the cyanide pellet from the guy was walking with the umbrella
Mm-hmm.
and just hit him in the foot with it. And was like, "Oh, sorry, sir." And then the guy died, and they found this little tiny grain of sand pellet of cyanide in his system.
Putin's hand on that one, right?
I think so. I think he was
Yeah.
around. That's when he was a younger man.
That was his the guy who was running against him.
I think so. It was or was a reporter, an adversary reporter or something. Something weird. I mean, but yeah, you'd have to move. You'd have to try to.
Reporters do talk a lot of shit though.
Sure. They think they're safe. Until they get punched in the mouth.
Or their head sawed off or whatever.
That guy got cut up, yeah.
Yeah.
Suitcased out of a hotel.
Oof.
That's what I mean. Like,
What do you think the best way to pack a body in a suitcase is?
well, first you have to drain them, right? You don't be standing there.
Yeah,
can't
because
wait.
it would just drip.
Yeah,
right?
Like, what's coming?
Right.
Sir, your shampoo's leaking? Oh no.
So you'd have to chop them up in the tub, right?
You have to have time, right? So you got to drain them.
Right. Right.
So probably at that point, it'd probably be good to either have a taxidermist.
But you could put
Or,
the foot in like the shoe compartment of your
Sure.
bag,
You put them both.
right? Yeah.
Get them in.
One this way, one that way, so they fit well.
Get the bowling bag for the head. I guess it would depend on the person. Like me, you're gonna need a two.
You got to double up.
You gotta get two bags.
Duffel bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna need something.
And it's just going to put a U.S. Army sticker on it. And,
Fragile.
yeah. No, fragile.
You don't want to break in the box.
Yeah.
See a foot coming out.
You don't want to. No, you don't want to put fragile on anything because that gives everybody the opportunity to throw it around.
Imagine you're going through the X-ray thing. And they're like, "No, that body was that a person? That guy's got a person in his garment bag."
I would set it up so you're waving. Like,
yeah. Finger guns.
Gotcha.
Now, that's what I mean. Our reporters get smacked around. Maybe somebody shoves somebody a punch.
Rarely.
Right.
Not enough.
5,000 miles away.
Not enough. I think, like, especially those, who are those assholes that chase around famous people? Paparazzi?
Yeah.
They should get their asses handed to them.
But they don't. They even have TV shows, right? TMZ and that shit. I mean, you're up close and personal. Like, I mean, what's his name? Smacked around a few, right? Sean Penn,
Not enough.
Alec Baldwin, right? Did he shove a few?
Shove.
That's what I mean. Go 5,000 miles to the left,
Shove.
and it's a whole different set of shoving.
Yeah.
Like, there's no regard.
Oh, I watched this interview with Mike Tyson again the other day with my son.
Oh, God.
He's on this TV show, and he's a black guy interviewing him.
Not the Canada one, is it?
I think so. Yeah. Where he's like, so, Mike, you're a convicted rapist. And he's
Yep.
like, you're a piece of shit.
Yep. That's great.
You're a fucking piece of shit. I love it.
That's
It's great.
Amazing.
He's like, yeah, man, I did my time for this. That's the first thing you say.
Right.
That's how you open it up an interview.
We're not here for this.
A piece of shit.
And it was like years after.
Yeah.
There's a meme skit with these two white guys. Like, go ahead, say it. Say something about Mike Tyson. And he yells something, and all of a sudden it's like then it flips to some footage from a weigh-in.
Yeah.
What'd you say? I'll fuck you till you love me. I'll rape you till I'll ass fuck you till you love me. And the two white guys that keep pointing back like, I don't know, this is a good idea. And he keeps going on. Ooh, you got to look at that one. Ooh.
That's good.
Tyson was probably off his meds.
Yeah.
Right towards the end there.
Yeah.
No Cusimano to protect him.
Yeah, he was biting ears.
He was just, kill your children. I'll eat your children. Whatever
He was taking lobes.
And
Yeah, it was like one little mini chicken nugget at a time.
Yeah, I think he enjoyed it.
Which part?
The chewing. Like, I mean, bit it. Did he swallow it? Or did he spit it out?
No. I think he was, I don't know if he ripped it off. He might have ripped it, but I don't know if the whole thing came off.
Oh, just like made it
I don't know.
tooth through?
I don't know. I just think he was, you guys fucked up. You know.
Yeah, I mean, he seems better now.
Oh, he's a different person now.
Still seems strong. Fast and strong as shit, though.
Once in a while, you see somebody get on his nerves, and
When he smacked that guy in the airplane.
Yeah, that was like...
That was like a cat playing.
I've seen some other where they like hunt him down, talking to him about Mayweather and how Mayweather says he's better than Ali, and he was like, "Fuck that guy." He started getting crazy. He was like, "He can't even walk his kids to school without security. What kind of man is that?" You know what? Yeah, he was saying that he wound it up like saying that Mayweather is not loved, and that's why he's not a real champion, and he could never be the same as Ali, because Ali could walk anywhere, and he would have a group of people behind him, because he was like a leader. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That whole thing with him walking down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even what's his name smacked that reporter. Was it Buzz Aldrin? Didn't want to do
maybe
flat Earth.
One of my favorite
is the moon landing was fake, and he punched a guy.
One of my favorites is the there's some no-name wrestler that fucks the reporter
up. Right? He said he's fake, and he goes,
yeah.
"Is that fake?"
Yeah, is that fake? Yeah, that's great.
Or when the guy beats up Danzig.
I've seen that. Laid him out. Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
It's funny you brought up all that other stuff because that was on my list.
Which stuff?
About cutting up people and getting them in suitcases?
I'm glad you
Because I had a
took the
thing
time out to make that put on a list.
No, because it was on here. It goes, where do body parts go and then remove? Is there a body part heaven?
It's just the parts.
You know, like you lose a diabetic foot.
It's just a big bin.
You know, we lose a hand in frostbite and they got to cut it off. Where does it go? First of all, what do they do with the part?
What about the hand in Evil Dead?
Yeah. The one that's in the box in that old movie.
Oh shit!
Well, where does it go? Do they burn it up? And does it go to heaven?
You don't think when you die
I don't know.
you reconstitute
Maybe
yourself?
you get up and you're like, with your stump, you're like, hey, and they take you over to the room. They go through the lost and found and see if you can find the one that fits.
Would it be magnetic? Do you just have to wave?
Yeah, right. Just go. Your
You
DNA just goes.
kind of waved.
It just goes suit.
It's kind of like it did, right?
Yeah,
Almost like Iron Man's.
suit. Right. You just stand there and you get all your parts back.
Yeah, and Thor's hammer kind of
Yeah.
comes to him. Yeah.
But what do they do with the parts when they cut them off you?
I don't know.
Speaking, do they burn them up?
I don't know. Is there a need for extra diabetic feet
No, but they
for
cut.
study?
I don't know. That's what I mean. Like they take a kidney out or God forbid you're in a horrific combine accident.
This is the perfect time to call your wife.
Yeah,
You know that,
that's
right?
right.
Yeah.
Is there parts heaven?
Where's your phone? Call her up.
All right.
Call her up. Let's see if
Let's see
this
if I
works.
I'm gonna see if we can get you on this thing. Hey, it's a fair question. All right.
Welcome to the first installment of Science versus Stupid.
Right. This is our first installment.
Hello.
Hey, I'm recording you, so don't say anything bad. We can say whatever you want. Who gives a shit? Listen, this is our first question for Science versus Stupid. And it's two-part question. What do they do with your body parts when they cut them off you?
Excuse me?
When you get your limb cut off, or your hand, or your foot, where does it go?
They go to pathology.
And what do they do with it?
They examine it.
Okay. And then do they throw it out?
They, I guess, incinerate it
So they burn it up.
as bio-waste.
Smell like barbecue?
But I don't work in a lab, so, I'm taking a stab there.
And now the other question is there a body parts heaven?
Only if you believe in it.
Do you believe there's a body parts heaven?
Maybe we'll all meet our body parts when we go back up to heaven. They're all there waiting for us.
Do they like come like magnets? Like do they track back to you? Like Tim had said, like the Iron Man suit? All right, well, thank you. So you think it gets burnt down? Does the hospital smell like barbecue when they burn everything up?
Do they use mesquite?
Yeah, yes. Is it coal fired or is it a straight flame, like propane or wood fired?
You know I'm not consenting to be on your podcast.
It's too late now. You're on.
You're a nameless, faceless individual.
Yeah. This may or may not be someone we know. I might just crank called somebody. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Love you.
You have a good day.
Love-
I'll be coming home to cook those pork chops.
Foot chops.
Foot chops. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Now imagine you get up to the pearly gates and St. Peter's there.
Right.
Do you think like
You holding a plate of ribs?
no, like there's a bunch of tapping little feet, like dancing around like a dog that's ready to see you,
Right.
hasn't seen you in years, and they're like, "Hey, Daddy's back."
I think these are yours. Oh, my toes. Oh. That's what I mean. Like, so when you, like we had talked about this. So when do you die? What form of you goes to heaven? Like
The
the
nubby one.
the best part or the worst part of you? Like when you were in your prime, do you come back to your prime, or do you just are you that old bullshit you are when you
I think
die?
you have to make it through the gates, and then you restore to your prime.
You think so?
Prime, right? You have to talk to St. Peter right at the
Sure.
gate. And he has to go down your checklist, make sure you didn't do anything too crazy
Right.
or whatever.
Well, the big one is you got to make sure you tell him, yeah, I believe what's going on back there.
Right. Black Ops.
Sounds like it. Or a flat tire.
It's a loud ass flat tire.
Oh, I was right next to the General Lee. Coming here.
Where are you now?
There was a car.
Painted like the General Lee?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah.
In this day and age? It doesn't have
Got the
the
01.
does it?
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the flag.
Doesn't have the flag.
Nah, I was gonna say.
But it got the 01.
Looks good. Looks nice.
Yeah, he did a nice job on it.
Yeah.
So, that's what I mean. So we never understood. We don't know what happened.
Do you think that guy went to the auto body place and they were like, yeah, we're not painting that flag on here?
I bet you. But you know, we're not doing the flag.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's got it on order. Maybe he's got a big decal on order.
It's kind of I mean, somebody would probably throw a brick in his window, right?
Right, but I mean,
You're asking for it, but it's
it's a prop.
it's TV show memorabilia. It's
Right.
not
Right.
right.
If he
Let's
gets
hang
that-
people from the nearest fig tree or whatever.
Wonder if he gets out dressed like one of the guys. Imagine that.
Maybe he does a combination.
Wears the tan shirt or whatever. He's got the hair, the
Just
feathered
a
hair.
good old boy.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that'd be interesting. He didn't jump anything, I can tell you that.
No,
He jumps down
Dude.
Ford Ave.
that shit was so full of shit. They must have went through 1,000 of those fucking cars because there's no way you could do those jumps and still have an axle on the other side.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They must have kept somebody gainfully employed for all those years, like an auto body shop.
Yeah.
10 cars at a time.
A welder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how they.
More axles, please.
How did they get it to get good lift? They must have threw some kind of spring or something, or push it.
Yeah, because they would get up there, right?
Yeah, it would look
It would all be like,
right.
and the grass and shit would be flying out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, great. So now we gotta look up movie magic on how the General Lee became. How we got there from feet? I don't know.
Redneck heaven.
I was thinking about feet.
Maybe they lost their feet.
Happy feet. And St. Peter just eating ribs, and you're like, oh my God, what? It's barbecue day.
Joey.
Yeah. Smells familiar.
Remember when Joey lost his rib?
He wanted to be able to suck his own dick, get 3 ribs out. Now St. Peter's eating them.
Oh, the things you do for love.
Yeah, self-love, right? They always say
Dude.
now. That's what they preach now: self-care, self-love.
So remove your ribs and suck your own dicks, folks.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
if you have, send it on down.
Yeah. Get Gumby, get down.
Till we see you again.
TOT!
See ya.